We are here. We are here. We are here. We are live. We are blessed. Thank you. If you're breathing, if you woke up, you were able to look out of your window, even just to open your eyes and see the ceiling. You're blessed. This is another day. Now, today, we're going to start off the Make the Wish drive, which last year was very successful. I'm sure a lot of you remember we raised $1,700. Everything was accounted for. It was, I believe, 1,500 in toys, which was not really just toys. There was pens, there was books, educational stuff. A lot of these kids write diaries, and the better thing about this year, and I believe it was 200 cash too. So it was 1,700. I showed all the receipts. I want to first thank everybody for stopping by. It means a lot. Like I said, let me get this off the bat real quick. At not one point or time for the duration of my show will I ever mention another person's name who might be mentioning mine. Uh, Sun Tzu, I studied a lot. I don't have whatever anybody has of me, that's fine. I'm entitled to my own opinions as well as you guys are. And to be honest, I feel that anybody should be able to go anywhere they want respectfully. And exactly it, respectfully. Do what you want to do. Like this chat will be open to anybody and everybody who wants to come here with respect. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody who's on here knows that every other week, the minute somebody farts, there's a battle going on. People don't get along, this one, that one. And to be honest, whoever doesn't like me and has an opinion about me, they are 100% allowed to have that, as well as I am to have mine. The only difference is, well, I won't be addressing anybody. They can say whatever they want, make videos, do what they want to do. To be honest, I encourage it. It's good for the algorithm, but not me, man. I started this thing to make a difference. I didn't start this thing to come in here, though I made a lot of mistakes. And maybe, I was causing a problem. Oh, picture gate, this, that, the other thing, But see, that's the thing, though, is being able to get to a point where you can see your wrongs and correct them and not want to do the same thing. Whereas I will say, though, I do believe that I've never disrespected women on here. I've never disrespected children. I don't even think I've cursed at women like that, even with all the stuff that happened to me. But again, this channel will not be for any hate. This will be a lot more content that I'm working on right now behind the scenes. In a moment, I'm going to share with you guys the email, which will provide, pretty much itinerary, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go through that. And, remember, an old timer told me a long time ago, the windshield's there for a reason, because we're supposed to look through. The rear view is really only for when you back up your car. And look what happens when you back your car up and you're trying to park. There's always some kind of drama. But no, I really just want everybody to know that, come here respectfully. Even if you guys want to disagree in the chat, that's fine. But I will not stand for any disrespect for women, for children, for people calling people names. So moderators, knock people out of the box as you feel. Like I said, it never mattered to me. Oh, here we go right here. I'm sorry, I found it right here. I switched up this a little bit, but look, it never mattered to me about the money is still in the account for a year. Hi, everybody. First off, I got to do something real quick. If you guys give me 1 second, in the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Dear God, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day above ground. I ask you to watch over everybody in this chat and their families. I ask you to watch over everybody, even the ones who hate me, Lord, because without them, you really can't have an equal balance, like love, hate, good, bad, the evil, devil, you. So I ask you to watch over by any kid, especially Make the Wish, any kid with any kind of illness, any veteran, any inmate, any elderly, whoever's going through a tough time, Lord, because we never know what people are going through. I ask you to watch over them. For these people that are judgmental, even if I don't know, whoever, Lord, just, to bring some kind of peace and calm to the war that's taking place right now between Israel and Palestine. You know, that goes back a long time. Lord, I ask you to watch over everybody too. You know, we take life for granted, Lord. We sit here on the screen and we say a whole lot of nothing when these people over here every day can't even go to a cafe without a rocket, you know, bashing a building or hitting a school or, you know, hitting a bus or hitting a hospital. Lord, you know, people blame you for that. But no, that's the devil's work, because the devil, well, see, that's what I'm saying, Lord. We are all given free will. Some of us choose to do it differently. But one thing I know is I don't judge any man, Lord. And I thank you for that, to give me that strength, you know. And I ask you to just watch over everybody. Put your hand on their hearts, arms around them, comfort in this time of need. And please give me the strength to keep being humble, to be graceful, to be thankful, and to understand that no, I'm not perfect, Lord. I am a sinner. I do make mistakes. You know, I don't point the finger because I understand there's three pointing back at me. You know, I'm not perfect. They think when I pray to you, Lord, this is a lie. This is a joke. But you know that I would have to pay for that, as I have paid for a lot that I've done. And I will probably have to pay for some more. But I just want happiness, Lord. And I want everybody, I wish everybody the best. In your name I pray, amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Sorry, that's a long prayer. I know a lot of people, some people might not like it. But, oh, sorry, what the heck? But I'm a prayer warrior. Let me see who's here. Oh, BB from VA was here earlier. Impeach, my brother. What's up, brother? Impeach. Yourself. Impeach yourself. Impeach yourself. Hey, vecchio. Che casciunare. Che come si suona the saxophone. Oh, your brother's having another surgery, man? Yeah, I'll be around. I don't know how many days I'll be going live this week, Vecchio. My uncle's funeral is on Thursday, so it's going to be tough, but I'm going to work it in, because I have to, once we kick this toy drive off, which you guys can see at the bottom. You know, in a minute we'll get to the logistics of it, and we'll start doing what's right, you know. And then after we do the Make the Wish, then what I'm doing is, you know, I started the project I've been working on for a couple of years now, actually a lot of years, but putting it together has been within the last 5 years, seriously, with connections. And now we're at the point of applications, you know, grants, and some powerful people behind me. Not powerful like I judge them, you know, better than God. No, I mean powerful, that people who have connections that are in the community helping, maybe like, you know, a state seat, a state rep or something, at no level, a mayor that can help. And I have somebody to donate all the equipment. So that's the second one. But first is going to be Make the Wish. But, you know, I pray for your people, Vecchio. God bless, man. And Pete, you're the best. I really do want to say this. Everybody, Trish, everybody coming in here supporting me. I think it's great. You support whoever you want. Do what you have to do. That'll never be a problem here. I mean, unless you're over there, wherever you're at, saying, oh, Code's a piece of this, that, and the other thing. Which, to be honest, you want to know the truth? On everything I love, I don't care. This is not for that. My ultimate goal is not to be on here every day doing a live and going back and forth with people. My ultimate goal is to really put this in more like a structure, more like a business. What I feel, and I feel like this is one of the reasons why I've never disrespected women. Well, because of the way I was raised, but I always knew that this one day was going to be, you know, because of me, my injuries. I have a lot of injuries. They make fun of me, disability, whatever. Who cares? You know, I have an appointment at 11 o'clock with a neurosurgeon. I could show records of that too. We'll do that tomorrow. But no, I just, you know, at the end of the day, what we have to do is do better. I have to help the youth. I've coached 20 some years. You know, people say they make fun of whatever I went through. A lot of you guys went through what I went through. You know, whether it's a priest, a family member, some had it worse than the others. It's never a pity party. You know, my father's in the hospital now. My father's in the best hands. That's not a cry or a pity. They'll make videos and say whatever. But see, the thing I do know is Sun Tzu, eventually they will fade away. because I will not give that energy. I will not give it light. I don't care who it is. They are entitled to not like me and say, hey, Code's a scumbag. He's a piece of crap. Why can't they say that? Why not? People who know me know me. I know me. You know, and I don't want anybody who I feel bad for is the subscribers. Because, yeah, I know, and then they'll say, oh, subscribers, you have 20 subscribers. It's not about that. I don't want anybody to have to feel like that they can't go anywhere. I don't care what you do. You know, I have a lot going on right now. And it's not just with my family. Yeah, that's a big part. But, you know, I have to put on a poker face for that. The biggest part for me and what the direction I'm going in is to really get in the street and do the work that I've been doing in the community, stop gun violence, to bring these kids up, to teach them that the mind is the biggest weapon. Educate yourself. A lot of these kids, the parents aren't there. It's a lot of woe is me, this, that, and the other thing. They blame black, white, Jewish, Christian, Muslim. That's not the problem. The problem stems from hate, and hate is taught. And when you hate people, you really hate yourself, because it's one thing to be an invert and I want to be around people. And a lot of these people that come on here and have these fake sock accounts, that's who they are. Most of that is insecurity. You know, most of that is people who can't really address people or public, you know, even on a telephone. They find a way to do it this way. Now forget it. You have AI that's making, you know, put your face on naked pictures. But the respect factor is gone. We all talk all this big game too about, oh, the street, X street guy, this, X street guy, that. Where's the respect? Like women, children, like all that. I don't care who makes a peace treaty. They said that I said that certain people support. Yeah, let's, you know, let me just say this, and that's all I will say to that. They said that I said certain people support, that I said names. I never said that. I said some people. I think, I don't remember what I said. I think I said some people support stolen valor can never be me. That wasn't directed at one individual. That was directed at my feelings, with my opinion. My father's a veteran. I didn't say, yeah, I hope this guy falls off a cliff. That's what's wrong. Everybody takes these little tidbits and runs with it and starts this and that. And then when we do that, we're grown and we're up here acting like this. Our kids are seeing this. Our grandkids are seeing this. Maybe you can say, oh, they're not watching this. No, but 9 out of 10 of the people that are going to act and carry themselves and have the demeanor and the way that they are displayed on here is going to be the same way that they are displaying it at home. You can bet apples to dollars to donuts, whatever that saying is. You know, that's truth. And loyalty is a tough thing, because I think that's been so thrown around and used so lightly. Because to me, the bottom line is a lot of us haven't met each other. Like, I know who I've grown up with. I can go back to my neighborhood, hold my head up high. Right now, why does another grown man care about another grown man and what he's doing? Why aren't we as men all together? Let's just say the men. Why aren't we as men setting a better precedent? And I'm saying me too. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm never saying, I'm not pointing the finger. I'm pointing to me too. Where did that come? Because I believe that we can't do that. And I am going somewhere with this. We can't do that because, you know, it's an ego thing. You know, it's a tough guy thing. You know, this is mob tube, AK, whatever. You have to be tough and show people that. For what? All the tough guys I know, most of them are dead in jail. And the other ones that are alive, you'll never know about it until they show up at your door. And that's no, you know, pun to anything or anything that had taken place. That's just being real. So, you know, we all talk a big game, but I want to see what's going to get done. All right. I'm sorry. But look, what I'm trying to do is open up some youth centers, get some property. And yes, everybody will be vetted. and kids will be able to learn at a young age. The mind is the most powerful thing to waste. When you used to see those commercials, we never could understand it. We were young. We're like, oh, that's stupid. But it's the truth. See, I can't get into that because that's too political. But if you go back to 1900s, there was certain people that had more money than other people, and there was people that built neighborhoods and colleges, people that understood that, the family, the unit, most of it was faith driven. Whatever your demeanor is, denomination is, that's okay. People shouldn't judge nobody for anything. But what I'm getting at is the next generation. And when we're acting like that on here, it doesn't make sense. For real. And I was guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. And I just want you guys to know that, if I let you guys down in any way, shape, or form, or made you guys feel like that, Cole was getting sidetracked. See, I was never sidetracked. I played dumb. I'm I knew all this was going to happen. I seen a lot of it. I knew it. I seen it. But I'm still not going to disrespect any of these men. I'm not going to come on here and say their names. I just cut people out of my life and move on. That doesn't mean I wish anybody no harm. And that doesn't mean either that I want to see people coming in the chat and mentioning other people's names and making fun, even whatever they say about me. I don't want anybody coming in here and saying, oh, F this, did you see this? Let them go. Like, it's a double standard if I'm, entertaining, bullcrap on the internet and in the chat, and I'm trying to say, oh, I'm going to try to open up a gym in a youth center, which I have, man. And for all the people that make the jokes, I've coached for 20-something years, man. You always have to get a background check, and I'm not worried about none of that because, the thing is kids need to feel safe. There's so many kids that go to bed hungry every night. We're sitting up here fighting like a bunch of idiots. We're blessed to even have this internet. We're blessed to even have the time, and this is a perfect segue to the Make-A-Wish Foundation toy drive. Up until recently, I didn't know that a lot of these kids, I assumed a lot of these kids would, pass maybe sooner than later, or, they never knew a time, but definitely knew that something, was that, it's inevitable that it was going to happen. But no, that's not true. There's a percentage, I forget which one because I'm still learning, but I think it's like, I don't know if it was 30 or something. Don't hold me to that. But to Make-A-Wish, like when you donate and give a toy, when you help a kid that's sitting in a hospital bed hooked up to 10,000 tubes and, not knowing if he's going to live or die, their heads are shaved. These kids are the most happiest, the most brightest, the most exceptional, and it's awesome because, they're fighters. I mean, I grew up in the gym where a lot of people did. So I like to think I'm a fighter too. I never said I'm a tough guy. I said I'm a fighter. I fight. I don't give up. I like to fight. Maybe I have in some things, whatever. But, these kids, Make-A-Wish Foundation, didn't ask for what they're going through. I don't want to be a part of any bullshit. When I'm wasting my time on here going through shit with people, we're all wasting time. And this is not a dig. Do what you want. When there's kids really out here that are not promised tomorrow. Or maybe they are going to get tomorrow and maybe 10 years down the line. But it's going to have to come with 27, 30 surgeries. Maybe a year. Broken bones. Whatever it is. Parents who can't work have to be full-time caregivers. Some people don't, recoup money. Some people don't get paid. I wanted to do this. I've done toy drives. I've been riding motorcycles for a long time. Since, I don't know, I was 10, I learned. I crashed the first one to Trey. But I've done toy runs since, I don't know, 35 years. I've been, I probably maybe missed, I'm not going to lie, maybe like 5 to 10 because of certain issues going on. But I've always done toy drives, especially bikers are big givers. But as a whole, it makes you feel good. And when you display that, how can I say it? When you display that generosity to a kid who's going through what they're going through, do you know what that does to them? That's like a double, triple shot of whatever medicine that they're going through, that they need to help them get to the next level. But yet I want to be up here fighting with people. It's just not what I want to do. Let me get to this chat because I don't want to impeach KLP, Emerald, Selfie Queen. Thanks for coming, Lance. Lisa Ann, BFFFF. Rabbits of Chaos. Duchess of Petty. William, my brother, hope you're good. Celia. Caddy. I apologize, guys. I'm not that good at this. And then they'll say, oh, there was 2 people in the chat. Steven, I hope you're well. Man, you guys are great. Kingston, I'm sorry, bro. I got to get back to you. Debbie, how you doing? I have some stuff going on, brother. I'll talk to you about it when I talk to you on the phone. Remember, none of us are better than each other. Bliss Chris. Amanda. That name's pretty cool. Bliss Chris. Virgie. And yes, this is a safe podcast. I'm not trying to meet any women, hook up with any women. I don't want any phone numbers. I don't want to date anybody. I just want to make everybody want to uplift people. And I want to help, the next generation. Nobody said I'm going to wave a magic wand and the problems are going to be gone, but it's not going to happen. We all need to. Chris Capella, man, I hope you're great, brother. Thank you. My uncle's beautiful. I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, let me show you my uncle how great he was. Self-made millionaire, too. He taught me so much, man. For real. Really, like this guy, you didn't need to. He didn't like the drugs and stuff. That's my uncle right there. God rest his soul. Uncle Johnny. Good guy, man. I'm serious. Second father to me. The funeral is going to be, I know he's with my aunt now, so that takes a little bit of the, but I really want everybody to know, man, like for all these people say that I said that guys support Stolen Valor and I have problem with this one and this one and this one. No. When lines get crossed, I cut people out of my life and people cut me out as well. Not talking like a tough guy. And you just move on, man. Nothing personal, strictly business. Whose birthday is it? Oh, yeah, he was. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I read that wrong. Yeah, he was a florist. He worked in Pennsylvania over here, Chester, Pennsylvania, predominantly African American. He was a teacher back there in I think the 70s. And then he was a landscaper by trade, side hustle business, real estate. And I think his uncle had a shop, Uncle Dom. And then they bought a building place down the shore. So like even as a kid, like 10 years old, which was not, I just lost my grandfather when I was 10. And that was pretty sad because me and him were pretty tight. He couldn't speak any English, but he came from Italy, brought his family here, went to Africa, fought in the war. My father came from Italy, he was Vietnam era, but didn't have to, didn't go in. So that to me with the Stolen Valor, that's what it's about. Nobody said, oh, F this one, F that one. I'm not a fan of it. I'm entitled to that. So that's what that was really about. And, the other thing with the pitcher gate, just blame me. Blame it on code. I did it all, though. I really do, man. I don't, want anybody to come in here and disrespect people. I don't code. They said this about you. You know what you do? Cheers to them. Because remember something. There's an old song, and it goes a little something like this. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. No, I mean it. You know, like, I will always be a fighter. See, I go into every, even coming into the internet in the beginning, the first while, 6 months was rough. I didn't know, man. I thought everybody was who they said they were. I was being me. It was a couple times it went crazy, but I was raised, like I'm saying, everybody I was raised with, even the bikers, even the street guys, even my uncle right there, the one who did everything legal. Oh, he was a singer too, and he loved Manhattans. He would only drink one or two, but that was his thing. Then my aunt, they were very, very wealthy. They always donated to charities. They had a motel that was beautiful. I showed pictures the other day. But, my cousins, they're like my brothers, his two sons. And it's funny because, Queenie, my Aunt Marion, and it was Uncle John. And then you got Nikki, who is my cousin, who has a master's in criminal justice. His brother has bachelor's, a little bit more, and he is a pharmacist rep. What I'm saying is they still built. My uncle drove for 30 years, maybe more, from Philadelphia to North Wildwood, New Jersey, to build his properties, the motel, 50-something rooms. You know what that's like every year? Painting, wallpaper, changing out the pillows, the pool. And I was there for a lot of it. They had a coffee shop. I mean, I learned a lot of respect there for that. A lot of humbleness. My son works. He's 17 now, and he was dishwashing. I said, why are your clothes so wet? So, what I'm getting at is I watched my uncle help people, and he wasn't really he was a germaphobe, but through his wife, he wouldn't just give anybody money. My aunt would help anybody. There's so many people. When she passed away, she probably had at least a couple $100,000 on the street. I'm seriously, with family. She just had it, and she did other things to help people. She gave people jobs. So, hey, Michael Mormont, how you doing, man? Wise guy, what's up, brother? So that's why he's a great, look, to be honest, I'm a guy. I'm not sitting here saying, I'm trying to, D-ride Wise Guy TV, but the format, the way he's structured, eventually I would love to be doing something like that. He really, this guy, I remember when he started, and let me tell you, whoever doesn't like Wise Guy TV, I don't know how. The guy tells it like it is, feels how he feels, and, that's what I'm saying. Not everybody's going to like each other. People are going to have to coexist. You don't have to like everybody. It's okay. If you have friends and the friends that you have, other people don't like them. I know people say loyal. But the thing is every day the wind changes, the narrative changes. Yeah, brother, have fun in Peach. So anyway, my sister, I gave her the money. She ordered. My sister would be crazy. Nobody better never go. Listen, let me tell you something. My sister, if you would ever deal with her, you would want to go through torture first. I'm telling you, vicious. But I ordered the bike for the tire, for the bike for my Harley. Because like I said, all my injuries, man, I can't ride like that. I used to ride. I'm not joking, man. I'm talking one summer, I put about 50,000 miles on a bike. That's no bull crap. My old Heritage. Yep. That old white one. I drove that thing everywhere. But no, saying, bro, I appreciate you, Wise Guy. So, yeah, I want to just get with you, bro, because I want to, I'm learning a lot. I'm reading a lot. I'm trying to format. And that's what I have to say to all the other content creators. Even if you don't like me, that's fine. I don't, you don't affect me and I don't affect you. Do your thing, I do me. But I do take it as disrespect to not me. But like, people said, oh, well, this is, I do have to address this because I got a lot of emails. Code, oh, they did, everybody came at you at a time when it was your family. Listen, what does that mean? We know what we're doing getting in here. I don't look at any of them dudes like, oh, or whoever, I don't know, whoever was saying whatever about me. I don't look at them as like, oh, you picked the fine time. You picked the fine time to leave me loose, sail. 400 cattle and a buck in the mill. You picked a darn fine time to leave me loose, sail. I never wanted to leave you, Billy Joe, but you're big, big town now, Joe. No, seriously, like, I don't, man. Like, I'm a whole different dude. And to be honest, every time I lose somebody, like, or even like my dad in the hospital right now, he's good too. He'll be fine. He just has a little pneumonia and stuff, and he had congestive heart failure, but not, So I just want to pass that positive stuff. Oh, wise guy, Steven is a woman. You probably know that. But no, I just want to be a positive influence on this internet. I know I can't go back and change anything I've ever done, or I don't think there's anything bad, whatever. I mean, look, they've done so much to me. They called my house, would threaten my parents. They threatened my father. My father, he was funny on the phone. They do all kinds of stuff. And I really just want to be left alone, man. I really have a lot on my plate right now. And it's not a pity party. It's like, oh, here he goes. Da, 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 da. But anyway, let's get back to, because I do have a doctor's appointment, but I want to pull this up on the screen. Yeah. Oh, there it is. 4 hungry children and a crowd. Hold on now. I reckon I'm there. Yeah. Oh, it's colder than a billy goat down there in California. My name's Tennessee Whiskey Jim. Oh, yeah, now. Hey, now, you want to play me with what you want now, baby. I don't play them games, damn it. Oh, no. No, I reckon back down there in Oklahoma's, I don't play them damn games now. It's called, what you say now, boy? I reckon he said, come back now. Over yonder. 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. You picked a fine time to leave me. I dated a girl, Lucille, before years ago. She might watch. And it's crazy, too, because you know what? Good people. They're very good people. One of my old best friends, they actually got married, and they're a great couple. He's a hardworking dude, good guy. Here's a guy who lost his mother and father at a very young age, was the older brother. He worked every day. We used to have a deli. He worked for us. He worked at another deli. His sister, his brother, he practically raised them. Yeah, they went through it, man. They fought. And another thing I'm trying to do too is with all this street guy shit. I'm working on a campaign with some guys. There's a friend of mine just came home. He just did a lot of time in the feds, but we're gonna 2 times. And not to glorify, but he's actually been a kickboxing coach for kids he's a master kickboxer. Bad dude, man. Kind of guy wouldn't, they used to say that, and everybody say, oh, I could beat him. I'll do this. I'll do that. And no, for all them people were saying something the other day about my shirt. Look, come on, Impeach. Code's coming back. No, I actually really have. I've been eating good. I've been trying to get back in shape, get myself together, man, take care of my stuff. Like I said, I don't have any ill will towards anybody. But let's get to this Make the Wish. I want to show you guys this if you don't mind. I actually have to up this. So I'm gonna have a hard time with the chat for a minute, guys, because I have to open this up. So okay, how do I do this now? Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna open this up bigger. All right, hold on. I need to open this bigger. Where's my glasses at? All right. Can you guys see this, I hope? Hold on. That's not it. It's the wrong one. I made a mistake. Anyway, I'll have that. I'll call them today and I'll get the list and I'll post the list on the community. It'll say, because what we did was, well, you know what? Hey, Wanda, how you doing? Oh, thank you, KLP. I appreciate you. I hope you guys no, and I mean that, man. And even to all the people, like, I don't have no beef with anybody. Why would I want to have beef? What's beef? Beef is when you need to go to sleep. Beef is when I see you, you see me. No, really, I just, look, and remember this. I say this because I'm a realist. And when you study Sun Tzu, you have to understand the whole spectrum. Nobody, whether I think that I'm right or somebody else feels that they're right, everybody plays a part. You dig me? The thing is just that I was accused of saying something I never said. I never mentioned anybody's names. And I didn't mean it toward anybody. It was a generalized statement, blanket statement. It didn't have to do, I just say, yeah, some guys get down with that. You'll never see me do that, Stoneval, or like, and then I was just, whatever happened. And it's cool because I knew that was coming. I actually thought it was going to be a lot sooner, and then there was some other stuff I heard that, that people, not through the internet, people said something. And then all I could say is one thing I don't do is lie. And I tell you, I have an overwhelming support system. People reached out to me through the phone. First off, I don't know how they got my number. And here's one thing I do want to say. At no point at any time, like people who I'm with, obviously Hive, whatever, but at no point will I let anybody come in here and disrespect people who over there, or neither will I jump and run over to with sleep, not sleep. I don't mean like that, but I'm not going to go over and hang out with people I used to be cool with, their enemies, and do all that sidewinding shit. There's no reason for me to do that. I don't do that. So I'll be here by myself unless I do an interview or if, I have 2 events coming up. Cuzzo might be coming on. I don't know. We're going to do a great interview. Cuzzo's been home. He's been out of jail. He's clean. He's handling his business. He's really getting his stuff together. The guy is 31, 30. The guy spent, 10 years in jail, a lot of time in the hole. And despite the way he lives his life, he's another one that helps out the community, tries, There's a lot of people, and the biggest thing on here is we undermine everybody here. We all come on here every day and believe that our problems are the baddest, that everything that we have going on in our lives is the worst. And that's just not so, because everybody has something going on, man. Some people have it way worse. Sometimes the people that have it the worst, you'll never even see. So, exactly. You have to be who you have to be. Be yourself. And I would say this to everybody out there, because people ask me, what do I think about Pitchergate? I think that what 2 consenting adults do is between 2 consenting adults. Now, however that goes after that really doesn't matter to me. And it really doesn't matter to me. And I don't want to come off condescending, but I don't really care who likes me, approves of me, or who wants to be my friend or hang out or who doesn't. Because to be honest, I've never disrespected anybody here. I've never dissed anybody for no reason. First, they can say and do whatever they want. Show the receipts. Straight up. And I would say, and it's the last time I'm going to address it because a good friend asked me. And I said, I'll address it on the show. Show me the receipt where I said names and said these guys, specifically names, support stolen valor. I didn't say that. And neither did Casey Robinson. But look, you know, it is what it is. And I understand they have the right to feel and do what they want. But I only use that as an example because the lying has to stop too. These people say something, it's like a wildfire, you know? And like I told Selfie, you know, Selfie Queen, I told Cindy too, she's a fighter, you know? Don't back down. Do what you got to do. You know, you don't have to argue with people. If you have to argue with somebody or you have to be around people that they're only, okay, let's say every day they wake up, their life is a business. What's the itinerary for the day? Well, you know what the itinerary is? We have to do this, go after this one, that one, this one. And look, I understand a lot of families have been attacked. And I understand that people are back together now and accepted apologies. That's another lie. People said about that I accept an apology. First off, I don't know who really apologized to me, but I don't need apologies. For what? I'm a grown man. Yeah, I haven't got my money, I know. But I'm a grown man. What do I need an apology for? I want to say sorry to my subscribers who felt like I let you down. I want to say sorry to, you know, no, I'm not going to say sorry to that. You know, the one good thing about life and still breathing and being able to have access to do things and move on and carry your life in a certain way. So, you know, they make all these jokes. Oh, Codes, you know, slow. Codes are he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. See, the thing is what people don't realize is when you sit down and study somebody and you draw a conclusion or even a comparison, and then you would actually state your, how can I put it without not making it sound too, when you have your general assessment of somebody and you say would write it down on a sheet of paper and you would have to go back and then, you know, pretty much analyze it, overview it, look, you know, make side notes, chop it up, see what's going on. You know, I think you would understand that once you started reading it, you know, whether it was good or bad, like at some point it would make sense. Like, why am I doing all this? Maybe I'm confusing it. But what I'm getting at is why do all this? For what? Like I said, Make the Wish is a beautiful thing. We're going to help these kids. We're going to raise some money. And after we raise this money, you know, I have somebody right now who told me, oh, whoa. I have a guy already told me, he said, put me in for 300. I'm like, oh, man, thank you so much. You know? And CBS. Oh, man, bro. Listen, you just sent me this $20. I don't know if I can say your name. Do you want to be anonymous? Bro, thank you so much. All right, so look. So now what I do is Selfie. Well, Lisa Ann knows. I talked to Cindy a little bit. Lisa Ann knows. So now today is the 6th. So I draw a slot. And now what I do is I put Lance in. Oh, fuck. I said your name, dude. I'm sorry, bro. Lance, I tried to hold it, bro. My bad. I'm sorry. Lance donated $20. Damn, shit. Look, here's the deal. Okay, hold on. Let's see real quick. Don't block it. Code rumor has it you turned on all your friends for a group of women. Can I get your side? Okay, look, this is what happened, truthfully. I'm going to just one more time. I didn't turn on anybody. I was accused of saying certain people's names that obviously I was involved with before and said that they support stolen valor and said Casey Robinson said that at all. That's not what happened. Casey came in the chat and he said something about I can't support anybody who supports stolen valor. And I said, yeah, me either. I don't like that. I said, a lot of guys are doing that. That was a generalized statement. I didn't say names. So that's where the turn on. And the only reason why Get Down Betty Brown that I did that is because I want to show the world, and this will be the last time I'll address it and show not the world, because not the world's not watching. Don't make fun of my numbers. Who cares? But I have real people here and real good people. But because when you live a life, look, I don't lie, I don't steal, I never ratted. You know, I'm not a cheater, like even in relationships. Like, yeah, I've been single a long time, but I don't live like that. Like, I don't get over on people. I don't screw people over. I don't do that. I'm very, very loyal. And that's all I'll say on that. But listen, thank you so much for being kind. You know, I hope it doesn't turn into another one's gonna be like, screw you, Code. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. No, yeah, and the thing is too was, you know, just so you know, I'll say one more thing. You know, I was with another group before and things didn't work out. But here's the difference. Okay, so just remember this. Hold on one second. One more thing, I have to say this because it's very important. Very, very important. Get Down Betty Brown. I'm not on here bashing anybody. I'm not on here saying names. I was bashed pretty brutally. Freedom of speech. Why would I be upset if none of that's real? I know that's not me, you know, and I don't want to sit here and make this some big long thing. I'm just letting you know that, you know, if people feel a certain way about me, you're entitled to that. I'm also entitled to mine. And mine is simply easy: faith, family, friends, in that order. And once some things happen and I feel like one of the three have been violated, disrespected, or however, I just remove myself from a situation. Whereas when I was younger, I couldn't do that, even in the beginning on here. But by no means do I wish anybody harm. I mean, yeah, if you're a child molester, you hurt kids, or you know, you're sitting home, you're beating your wife every day, you know, like you just like going out every day, hurting people for no reason. Yeah, I don't like that. Yes, yes. Listen, Wonder Boy, I really do understand that. I take full responsibility. Even though it was a private conversation, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, if you were watching, probably not, you know. And I want to answer this, and it's just the last time today, but yeah, you're right. You are right about that. It's wrong. And I'm learning. Life is a learning experience. I'm sure you've made mistakes, as has everybody else. But I've never ever talked to anybody else since then like that. And to be honest, hey, man, you know, God is good, man. I'm still standing. And I appreciate you being respectful. You're not up here cursing, talking, you know. I do appreciate that. You come in here like that's no problem, man. You know? Yeah. Chris has a great channel. Chris is the man. But I do have to get going. I have a doctor's appointment. I hope all you guys will have a beautiful day. I hope your families will be blessed. I hope if anybody's going through a tough time, mentally, physically, especially mentally, I hope that you would reach out and know that there's any way I can help you. You can reach out. Lisa Ann, if you could drop my email in the thing. And Like I said, if you don't like me, don't like me. You want to talk about me, talk about me. You want to make fun of my show, you know. Thank you, what the F, man. I appreciate you, man. Straight up. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. My dad's actually doing pretty good, man. Yeah, I did get out it. I'm not even mad at that girl, whatever. Who cares, man? She did whatever. It's life. Lance, I would love to drop the link, man, but I got to go, brother. But hold on. Lance, I really have a doctor's appointment, man. I promise you. I got to drive a little bit. Jules, hello. Good morning. But thanks, everybody, for coming here, man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And, you know, whoever said that me taking the hive over other people, that's a lie, because the hive never asked me to do anything, you know. And even when me and Jules had our little thing and people said, oh, you should be so mad. And there's no disrespect to women, but I feel like women should be getting upset. Grown men should not be getting upset. But unfortunately, that's what happens. I understood that. I mean, plus, even though Jules did say that I was the #1 podcaster, that she knows deep down I really have 20,000 subs. Seriously, no, you know what? They've all been loyal to me. When I went through what I went through with the Pitchergate, these people stood behind me. They took a chance on me. They said, well, we're going to watch you. I said, look, let me show you. And we became straight up just cool, man. And it is what it is. And, you know, I'm sure we all feel a certain way and we blow off steam and say things, but this channel will not be that. This channel is going to be positive, and we're going to do good things. We're going to help our community, because you know what? Mental illness is a big thing. And a lot of the reason why this YouTube is the way that it is because a lot of people are not treating their mental illness. And for lack of a better words, is there's, oh man, to be honest, it's crazy because there's not that much access and people don't know. That's another thing I'll be working on, getting people to, you know, maybe come on here and maybe be able to, you know, like when we do our anti-gun violence things, we have like about 8 booths set up with people who help people with credit, who help people with, you know, like just getting a job, learning how to where to maybe get like a suit donated, or, you know, prepare resumes, all that stuff. And the thing is, like, even with the youth centers and the gym that I envision, it's not going to be like TVs and radios blaring all kinds of crazy music. It'll be some cool music, you know, not a lot of cursing and crazy. And there'll be a lot of books. See, the biggest thing that you could ever exercise, the best result that you ever get is your mind. It's the truth, you know? And even with women, to all you guys out there who think you're players, think you're such a bad guy, and no, this has no reference to anything that would took place. I'm talking about to like all these guys that I've seen. Dude on YouTube was doing a show, and he goes up to this little dude. The young dude was like, you know, trying to work out a little bit. He's like, oh, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. I get girls. And he stole the kid's girl. And I was like, damn, man. I was like, damn. And you know what happened? As it went on, she went up crawling back to the other kid, because you know why? 80% of a woman's, I got to say this right. Well, this is documented. To stimulate a woman is really not a physical thing. It's nothing to do with the physical form. It's, look, maybe some women, I'm sure things work, but 80% is mental conversation, mental stimulation. And that's the truth. Yeah, loyalty over royalty, Jules. Every day. That's the way I live. I'm a disclaimer king. Is that bad? I know, brother. Wise guy. Yo, he's a good dude, man. And yo, he's got a story and a half. He's been through some shit. I do have to go. I got to get to this appointment. I have to be there in 30 minutes. And I probably have like a 45-minute drive. But yo, wise guy, if you can ever get with me, send me, you know, we can correspond and get together. Exactly, Emerald. And remember two things, and one thing for sure, two things for certain. When people love you, they don't hurt you. And if somebody leaves you, it's really because, look, the way people act is a reflection of how they were raised and what they went through. And do you know, and I just heard this yesterday or this morning. They say the people with the biggest hearts that help people the most are the most broken people. And I believe that. We are a bunch of broken people. But you know what? And I like what I like to say is the one thing I do like about Jules too, for everybody who talks bad about her, you know what she said? Don't come on my show and bash people. And you know that to me says a lot, you know? And like I said, I don't want to do anything but just be, you know, I want to be successful and a superstar in here, not in the regard of monetary value. Yeah, I want to make money, but no, I want to go state to state. I mean, small first, city to city, you know, uh, county to county, region to region, borough to borough, and start bringing back. Look, there's a reverend in Boston. The homicide rate was 300 and something per year. He's an ex-gang member, 20 years clean, reverend. He had the number drop down to 130 or 40. Yeah. Yeah, Jules. Yeah, you're right, Jules. Yeah. For real. You know what's the good thing about being broken, though? Is that we know what pain is, right? I'll leave you with this. We know what pain is. People make fun, they joke about looks, they talk about, you know, what look, I'm from Philly, we got accents, you know, we talk with a certain dialect. A lot of the time it is to make people think that we're stupid, you know, because that's just the way that it is. Oh, they sound dumb. But, you know, the one thing is though, is when people hate and they do all that, like you really can see how bad that they are and a reflection of them to where it's like, if you're really that strong and confident and secure, you're not going to be on here doing what people do. Now, to defend your family, people coming after people and they have to, you know, that's like, you know, that like, you know, that's just wrong, man. Going after people's jobs and doing all that, attacking family members. But I know one thing about broken people, they are some of the strongest and can deal with a lot. And the thing is, broken people get mocked, they get ridiculed, they get made fun of, they get all this bull crap, you know, dirt kicking, but always come out clean, rinsed off like nothing happened. Or maybe even still have some dirt. But you didn't stop. You didn't stay positioned in the mud. You said, I don't want this. I'll tell you a great little 2-second story. Like when you see Make the Wish kids, you got to understand that, like, why, how the hell can we sit here and argue with each other and go back and forth when you see these kids don't even have a chance, some of them, and they're still living like so happy, like nothing happened, encouraging others, encouraging adults. You hear some of the testimonies. What the fuck are we doing up here like this? Sorry for the cursing. Why are we up here doing this? I keep saying we because, yeah, I was a member of battles and certain things at one time. You know, and then once I heard my name disrespected, I back away from people. You know, I don't betray nobody. You know, I'm not disloyal to nobody. So the thing is, you know, just look at these people, whoever they are, and realize that, you know, when you think that it's that much of a problem with somebody, it's really not a problem. The problem is between themselves, and they act out like they did in school, picking on kids, sitting behind a kid, tapping a kid, turning his head, tapping a kid, or doing something, you know, like, uh, We have to be better than that. We have to show a better example. We have to lead by example. We have to let the world know that it is possible to turn this thing around, but it's not going to take just one or two of us, all of us, in each way, shape, or form, even if we're not all together. How you play your part is to be kind, do good. There's some people you never have to look at again, understandably. But why do you got to bark at somebody every day and talk shit about this one and their family member and this? Why do you care so much? You never knew these people in your life. Why now does everybody care about where they work, who they are, what they do for a living? Why? I don't think immigration issue that much question. I mean, like, look, it's double standard. But anyway, I got to get rocking and rolling. I hope you guys had a great podcast. I think this was a great one. I think this will go in the history books. I think a lot of you will laugh. I think a lot of you make fun of the numbers. I think these will all talk crap. And you know what? I say enjoy. Because you know what? Remember this for the guy who's not too smart. Every time you talk about me and do a video and my name comes up, it just shows that I'm really on your mind. And to me, if you're trying to promote yourself as a guy who, you know, doesn't care about nothing, bullshit doesn't bother you, this guy, that, this guy, like, you wouldn't even be affected by anything. But on the contrary, I think it went the other way. And I'm going to show everybody, and I will be, look, I'm confident, not cocky, that I am taking this seriously. This is going to be a show like never before. I'm not perfect. It's going to take me time, but I've built this channel organically, and I'm not losing. I'm going little by little. A slow crawl is the best crawl. Why would I want to fast? When it goes fast, you make a lot of mistakes, and I don't hate on anybody. I hope everybody gets tons of subs. I hope everybody makes money. But I hope everybody can stop and look in the mirror and realize that, every time you do something negative on here, say something, you are affecting not only people's families, not only whoever, you're affecting yourself. Every time you run your mouth and spew hatred and negativity, you're damaging you. If you're on a road to get yourself together and heal yourself, and say, it's all their problem, I'm not that. Whenever you engage in all that, you're showing the world that you are. Maybe not just as bad, but, maybe not as bad, maybe just as bad, maybe close to it. It shows signs of weakness. You have to be strong. Why would you show your hand to people? Oh, could that be because you're human? I think we all are. I think we all underestimate each other too much. I think we're all way too judgmental. I know doctor's appointment. I got to go. I love you all. We're going to end this in a prayer. Name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Man, dear God, Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful podcast. Another day above ground is a blessed one, Lord. I am not perfect. Yes, I am a sinner. I make mistakes, as do a lot of people. I don't point the finger. I just want everybody to be safe. Not just about maybe not getting hit by a car or having an accident. Be safe in their words and be safe as far as like everything that they do, approaching everything. Because you never know what somebody else is going through. Try to be kind, be mindful. And Lord, keep giving me the strength. And for even all the haters, all their families, I wish everybody happiness. Just because Lord, thank you for your love. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for this grace you bestowed upon me. Keep watching over me. Every child from young to old being abused mentally, physically, verbally, any veteran, inmate, elderly, whoever. Young kid walking down the street is getting jumped for the first time for no reason, to the old woman who's getting her purse snatched for no reason, or the old man getting beat up for no reason, or that little baby, God forbid, is catching a stray bullet because of the mental illness. And the people who are being broken have not fixed themselves. I ask you to give everybody that strength to maybe turn that around and realize. In your name I pray, amen. Guys, have a blessed day. Darren, my brother. Oh, here he is. That's my boy. That's big bro right there. Thank you, brother. Thanks everybody who stopped by, man. Remember this. No, my favorite one is what? That's life. No. It's like a warning voice that comes in the night. It repeats how it rings in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality. Wake up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I got you under my skin. I love you guys. Thanks. God bless. To everybody else out there who doesn't like me or whoever I'm not talking to, I wish you, your family's the best. Everybody, God bless. Stay blessed, not stressed.